Grace and peace to you. We learn throughout the Bible that God continues to reveal himself in various different ways. We learn in Revelations 21:6, he reveals himself as the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He uses some Greek terms here when he's talking about he is the first and he is the last. We understand that the heavens were created to give God glory. Everything around us was created to give God glory, including ourselves. As he is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. I want you to think about that for a second there. What you're in, the storm, the situations of life, there's already an expected end. In other words, God is already thinking the thoughts towards you of peace and not evil to get you to expected end. Because he is the beginning and the end, because he knows the way that we take, because he understands us, because God favors our righteous cause. He knows the end and he knows the beginning of our situations. He knows when to bring us out and how to bring us out and who to use to bring us out of every difficult, troublesome, trying some situation. So while you're standing in the midst of every test, trial you go through in life, you must know he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. He knows the way that you take. When you've been tried, when you've been tested, if you'll continue to keep the faith, you'll be like Job. You'll come out as pure gold. You must know without a shadow of a doubt that God will never leave you or forsake you. You must continue to stand in your faith without wavering or without doubting. Now, how can I say this with such confidence? Because I know God as a very present help in a time of trouble. I know God as a healer. I know God as a waymaker from a personal standpoint. I know that he is our shepherd. We shall not lack. We must continue to stand in faith. God doesn't change. We change. God's hand and his power is still the same that it was many centuries and years and hundreds of years ago. God's power has not diminished. God's ability to bring us out has not diminished. God's ability to continue to pour out his spirit upon us is still there. Will we be yielded and will we be submitted to his voice, committed to his voice, committed to hearing his voice, and not only hearing his voice, but being obedient to his voice? Because when we're obedient to the things of God, when we're committed to him, he is committed to us. When we cast our cares upon him, when we begin to be led by his spirit, be guided by his spirit, we are in his hand and no man can snatch us out, as the Bible tells us, because we are in his hand. When we are committed to God, commit our ways unto him, he says, so that your thoughts will be established, so that you will continue to succeed in life, because he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. We thank God for you. May God's grace and his mercy continue to cover you. Blessings, my brothers and sisters.